Welcome back. I don't know what happened to my save file, but I didn't actually I couldn't find it. I must have played it or deleted it. So I'm starting over. And again, what the purpose of this video is, it's methods and tips. It's not necessarily a how-to or a walkthrough or speed run. It's really just like I'm curious what other people do, how they think of how they strategize to play the game. And a few things that I learned from the last video. The gray text here in your home square is going to sometimes say unlocks in 2 levels, and so I wasn't familiar with that. Also, I mentioned in the last video that I didn't know how high this went. This game does have a cap at level 1000, so if you are looking for a beginner video, this isn't it. Go find another beginner video. Not that I'm special or anything, but I'm not. I'm going to assume that you know how to play, and so I'm going to start with, the one achievement to unlock level 1 to reach 10 is our objective to unlock level 1, and then if you go here, you can see each level 2, 3, 5, 10, 15. 26, and this is all random. This is different than the last time I played, and sometimes if you play enough, it's a very fun game to restart. You'll see the same number multiple times. The other thing is, I'm not really targeting 10 to start. I'm targeting 200 and then 1,000 because I want to upgrade my belt speed. Right now my belt speed is 2, and that means that I can deliver about 2 numbers per second from each belt. And I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be 2 times. See, there we go. We already hit the level. So level 2s are the next one to achieve, and I don't really care about that. What I'm going to look for is unlocking belt speeds past 2.5, which is the next objective here. And again, one of the reasons I'm doing it this way is that our extractor speed at level 1 is 1 belt per extractor. If I create a second belt, you'll notice some bubbles start to form. It can only extract 1 number per second, so we're going to respect that and only have 1 belt per extractor. We just leveled up. We hit 201, so we'll upgrade to 2.5, which is a huge boost. And we have our next target number for belts, which is level 11. It's the number 11, and we need about 500 of those. And this is cranking. If we add 2.5 for each one of these, you're going to get a rate. You're going to get the rate, or you can look at this. It's 12.5, and I think we can actually get that up higher. I'll do something like this, and we'll get this up to 15 and 17.5, and then why not 20.0? So there's 20.0. But while we're doing that, let's talk about 11. Um, uh, let's get our adder up to speed too. Our adders right now, every 4 seconds we get 1 number. That's super slow. So I'm gonna upgrade the adder, and we're gonna do it like this. So I have 1s going into here to become 2s. You'll see the 2 here. Any second now, there's a 2, and then 2 plus 1 is 3. And then the way that I make these machines, especially without bridges, we want to tile them, and we're going to do about 6 of them to create ones that generate threes. Ones, add one to ones plus one to make threes, and we'll feed this into the machine like this, and I'll just go like that. And dead space, dead air. What was I talking about? I'm going to copy this and duplicate it multiple times because we know the adders are slow and they're generating at a very low rate. And you can see they're starting to back up. But I am getting ones all the way out to the fourth number. So we're nowhere close to using all 6 of these tiles. So I'm okay with just dropping it here, adding these all together, and it's not gonna clog the. We're not gonna get anywhere close to a rate of 2 per second, which is no bubbles, or I guess it's capped at 2.5. And we can start talking about 11s. 11 is a really lucky number to get because I've seen 19 and 20 um, and 18s and stuff like that. So to make 11 without a bridge, you need to do the same thing we did with 3s, which is to add them like this. So that becomes 3. This becomes 4. And then we'll just keep staggering it until we get 11. It's a little ludicrous. It's pretty ridiculous. But we can do stuff like this. 4, 5, 6, 7, then 8, 9, 10, and 11. So that's what 11 would look like. And we're gonna see if we can get 11 right now. Okay, our first 11, and this is without bridges. It's not elegant. This is actually quite ridiculous. And again, like I said, this is not a speed challenge. This is just my method, how I think about solving these problems. And of course, I created it in a tiled manner so I can tile this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is all we'll ever need. This thing is not going to have any kind of rate of return. And I think we can even just pump it straight into the 3s that we got. Right now we've got 3s at a rate of 2. We got 1s at a rate of 22.5, and we're way over 6K. I don't think we'll ever need 6K. I can't remember. This will go from 1K to 2K, I think. So I'm actually going to turn off our 1s, and that'll look something like this. Bam. And look at that rate. We're getting a really nice rate of 3s right here. And I'm going to start making a second 3 machine over here. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Let's flip these. Flip these with rotation. That's kind of close. 4, 5, 6, and we'll just go into this like that. Go into this like that, and down into that, and then this will go up into here. Like that. Let's go. Why not? And why not? Okay, so we've got a bunch of 3s working. We still need to do 2s. What 2s will do, what level 2 will do is it'll unlock nothing because it says extraction level 2. Extractor 2s unlock in 2 levels. So, but we do need 2s for the purposes of extractors. And there we go. We've increased our adder speed. And there's the 19 I was talking about. So 19 is going to be really tough. We're going to use bridges for that. This increase rate from 2.5 from 0.25 to 0.33 we're going to use for a long time, and you can see some bottlenecking right there. That's really interesting. And here's our first 11. Let's see, 11's at a rate of zero point 0.1. There you go. And there's our second 11. So 11s are coming, and we only need about 500 of them. I could easily create a second 11 machine here, and another one here. Ooh. Let's delete this. Another one here. Yep. And another one here. Yeah, there's no, this game is very efficient. I mean, I don't know about the code, but it seems to really work. You can put a lot of machines on here and it won't show any signs of slowing down. When you start to create lattices in the belts, it will start to slow down. So there is a limit, and it has to do with infinite loops and bridging. So just be warned. The stuff that I'm making here almost all has a single path. And did we actually unlock extractors? Let's see. Extractors are still one belt, so we're still at one belt. Let's start working on those twos. I got a bunch of 11s working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 11s, but only one of them is really connected. And this one is about to go into here. And then this one's going to also go into here like this. And I'm going to do this thing where I don't waste anything. I delete, oh, I just deleted the 3, but at least it was an 11. And I'll let this thing finish draining before I delete it. I know it's a little silly. Let's do a backward 2 right here. These will be 2s. I'll start with adders, and I rotate it around, and the first thing I'm going to add is 1 plus 1 is 2, and I'll tile it like this, 4, and it's going to look like 2s, 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 and now we're up to, I think we need 8. It looks pretty fast. Let's do it. This 2 will easily delete all this. This 2 is already up to 20 almost. And then let's rotate this like this and combine them into a single stream like this. And we'll go all the way into here. So as those 2s enter the workforce, we've got our first 11 on the second track. On our second stream, we've got 11s working hardly working. Yeah, we got our 3 machines, so many 3 machines. 2 are coming in. This is something people don't always notice is that, oh, I just leveled twice. That's weird. I don't think I've ever done that before. Oh, one was the level. So, one was the level twice. Okay, we went from we got number 2, which was level 2, and we did number 3, which is level 3. We're already at level 4. So level 4 is 5, and it's the one that unlocks bridge. So really, when the game designers decided to restrict bridges, which is the second tool, to level 4, they wanted you to find a creative way to combine 3s and 2s. And I think that's the way to play the game straight. We're gonna do the silly thing, and I'll do the silly thing right here. We'll delete 2 of these because our threes are really doing well, and we'll do a 5 here. So that becomes 1 plus 1 is 2, like this. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 plus 1 is 5. So this is 4 and 5, just like that. And here's our tile. And we'll tile it about 6 times. 6 is a pretty good number. It keeps it tight and small. And we're only doing 5s to unlock um, the bridge. And the bridge is enormously important. It lets you cross over. And this is stuck for some reason. What is not happening here? All of these are upside down. So what I need to do is I need to turn them upside down. And I do believe tiling like this will change them all. So yeah, very important to understand tiling. Here we go. We got a second belt. Second belts are great. We're about 1/5 of the way for 11s. I'm not even going to start working on 19s yet, but we almost hit our requirements for 3s as well. And 2s were way far behind. We stopped doing 1s. I believe the next milestone is 2K. I'm not sure if it banks or not, but I'm already caught up to. This is where we were at in the last video that the save got deleted, and these 11s are ridiculously slow, but they're not bad. They're not doing too bad. If you look at the rate of 11s, we're just under 2, and our 5s are coming in really slow because we have one machine of 5s. So let's have a second machine and a third machine, a third and a fourth, and that blows right through a 2 node. We did unlock 2 nodes, and I haven't done anything about it, which is okay. I mean, again, it's a casual game, super fun to be able to sandbox something like this and just like take your time. Oh, these were not finished, so that was part of the reason that the 5s were at such a low rate. They need to get better, but these 5s are coming in on a second belt, which is great. The 5 machine we can actually duplicate to make 10s. Some people will do something like um, uh, storage. Storage happens later in the game, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 10. That's um, so I just unlocked bridge, and that's 20. So if I do this right, I can. It's 10, 20. I didn't do it right. We can store 100. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this last one's not needed. Okay, so that'll be 110s whenever that gets filled. And 10s are good to have. They're not required. It's actually, interesting fact, it's not one of the nodes possible. If you look past here, it skips 10. I'm not exactly sure which nodes that get skipped, but for strategic reasons, the game decided that it would be too easy to give people 10s, so they just didn't. And this will go faster once I tile these correctly so that they all connect. Let me just double check that everything is tiled correctly, and this is not tiled correctly. My 11s were not tiled correctly. Sad. All that wasted time. There we go. Fixed everything. Now we're going to get some decent rates, a little bit better rates. But yeah, this is the machines, and you'll see a lot of people do stuff like this, staggering of nodes. We don't need to stagger anymore because we have bridges. So I guess I should probably start showing you that. Let's. Oh, it says that we're generating fives and we don't need them anymore. Um, so that's something that you can find from the delivered numbers tab. We needed fives to level up, and there we go, 11s. Now we've got a speed upgrade, and look, our ones are 4K, so it went from 1K to 4K, so we're already banked. Now we need 89, and that's going to be tough, but it's worth it. The belt speed of 3 is enormous, and then now we need 12s for extractor level. That's also going to be important, and we need 19. So all of this is important. I guess we need to destroy fives. These are useless anyway with bridges now. Everything is useless now that we have bridges. It's just I don't want to. Oh look, we've got these tens. I guess we don't need more than 50 tens, and this looks like about 50 right here. So what I can do is I can cut this off and start storing tens again here, like this. This is how ridiculous this is. And all of these tens are going to go at a full rate of um, whatever the 3. And I believe that's about 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It's really close. If it's not 50, it may just end at like 48. That would be awesome for the stream. If I miss it by 2, at least it would be hilarious to me. I think that kind of stuff is funny. So now that we have the bridge and we have adders and no multiplier yet, what we're going to see, and we get our 3 extraction points at level, we're going to see my methodology, my strategy emerge pretty quickly. Besides just storage of numbers like this, which is, I guess, storing numbers is a type of strategy. You don't have to store numbers to play the game, um, but it is kind of something that comes up later when you unlock the pool for storage. And there we go. I overdid it by a few actually. So 15's next, and that's, you know what? That's probably what we're gonna do. We're gonna unlock. Um, we're at level 6. We're gonna unlock nothing with 15's, but we can also target 12's. So 12's. Let's target 15's. 15's are actually 5's, and I just deleted all the 5's. But let's bring back the 5's. Oh wait, we've got 5's down here. I didn't even check. There's our gray 5's at a rate of 1.1. Um, Here we go. Let's just for no better reason, but that I don't like wasting. Um, what's it called? I don't like to delete or waste numbers that have been generated. It's an aesthetic. It doesn't matter. We can generate them as quickly as we can, and they don't cost any money. This game would be a completely different vibe if you had to pay for the storage or the belts. None of that is in the game, so it's really just your imagination how much you want to build or calculate. So yeah, we're storing 5's for no good reason, except that I already made them and I forgot to delete them when we didn't need them anymore. And now we've got 5's getting stored. This is about 200 5's. This is about 200 10's. We're almost up to 200 10's. We could literally take 100 10's right here and 100 5's and add them together, and that would be 100 15's. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that right now, and it's going to look like this. It's going to come up this way. I'm just going to come up here, and then this is going to come over here, and we're going to add. We're going to add upside down add. We're going to add um, a row of 5s this way and a row of 10s on top, and I'm going to drop the 5s into the A and bridge the 10s over the B. If you want to bridge, if you don't want to bridge, you hold down Shift. It's very handy. We don't have any 5s yet, but here they come. So let's do 8. We've got a very nice stream of 5s. Here comes the 15s, and there we go. And I'll clean that up. So yeah, 15s. We've got a nice rate for our adder. I think I might want to work on our adder. Maybe 89s. 89 seems really strange. Like we would need to add a bunch of 10s to get 89. 8 10s. Add 8 10s and add some 3s together for 9s. Let's make some 3s. See how these are 3s? We can do, we can copy this onto a 3 node, and it should make a 9. 3 plus 3 is 6. There's a 6 right there. 6 plus 3 is 9. I wish there was a way to get rid of that little L, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, let's do 6 again. 6. And we got 9s. I don't know what we're going to do with the 9s. Right now we're looking at a rate of 2.2 for level for 15, 1.6. We just leveled. All right, so the level is, we need to pause this 15, and we're gonna back it up. Let's get another thing of storage. Let's rotate this one around to get oh, I actually wanted that to connect to this. There we go. We'll get some more 100s, more 10s, and I guess I could paste this here. Rotate. I don't know what we're gonna store 15s for, but let's store them here, and just go in here. And again, I don't like killing the numbers that I've generated, but now we got no grays. We got adder at a rate of 7. We got our extractor at a rate of 3. These are very low numbers. I like to target 10, but also we've hit our targets for all of these numbers, 1, 2, and 3. So we should probably stop producing 1, 2s, and 3s. We're producing 2s and 3s still. So in a minute, I'm going to delete all those, and then we're going to start doing 11s, 12s, and 19s. And you can see right away, the next target is 26, which unlocks multiplier, unlocks at the next level. So 26 is also important. Multipliers are basically the meta of the first 30 levels before you get exponents. And even exponents are really slow until you level them up to level 8. So multiplication is the meta. Just like I said, we don't need 1s, 2s, or 3s anymore, and we're just going to delete them. This is my 3 machine, and I don't need it. Don't need 3s anymore. That's not saying we won't need threes. We probably will need threes, but we won't make threes like this with adders without bridges. These are all adders without bridges. And so don't need threes. We do need this belt because there's some 11s still coming in. And we don't quite have 3011s. We will work on that. We'll work on making 11s better, but here's some 9s we made. They're actually beautifully made 9s. I just need to store more of them. These 15s really went fast. I'm gonna store some more 15s this way. Yeah, let's store some 9s. I don't know why I made 9s. I was just being stupid. But I made them, so there they are. And we're almost up to 210s. That's very amazing. These 5s are feeding the 15 machine. I guess we could keep making 15s this way. It's not that stupid. So let's look at this. We got really stupid 11s up here. Let's let's start over. This is a whole board wipe because these are way too small. So Um, these are the machines that matter. The 9s, 15s, 10s. Let's see what else I got. We got 5s down here. So let's make some better machines. Whew, what are we gonna target? 11. We just deleted a bunch of 11s, so let's make 11s better. We could just do 10 plus 1. It's right here. We bridge over the 5, and I'll do it right like this. 10 plus 1. Now, what's really cool is that we have extraction belts. Um, we have extraction belts, 2 per extractor. So I can actually make 2 of these machines. I can make a machine here, and then we could make a machine here. Let's do a machine here and a machine here. So we're going to make duplicate machines. And we're going to add the 2. We're going to put 1s into the B and 10s into the A to make an 11. And I'm going to make 8 of these. 8. And then I'm going to copy the whole thing down here. And now we've got 11s the good way, and we'll feed them because the home base has nothing being fed into it right now. But now it'll have 11s at a pretty fast rate. We're getting the benefit of all these stored 10s, which I need to cut off here. So, yeah, and these 15s are also kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I guess we could make some better 10s. Let me kill this machine right here and make a better 10. A better 10 would be 4 plus 4 plus 2. And we could make 2 of those. Like this. Could make one this way and one this way. And I'm actually going to borrow this little guy. He needs to be flipped, I think. So we're putting 2s down here. And then 2s up here. And then bring the 4s into here. And the 4s into here. And that's, again, because we have extraction speeds 2 belts per extractor. And this is making 6s. What was I trying to make? 10s? Okay. And the reason is that with 2 belts coming out of the 4s, we can actually do another adder here. Like this. Get the belts moving in the same directions. And then we line up our adders like that. and we do the output 6 will go, the 4 will go into A, the 6 will go into B, 4 into A, 6 into B, and we'll get our 10 if we're lucky. These 2's are backwards somehow. 2's, 6's, and 4's. I did the wrong one. I should have done the bottom one. This one's kind of backed up. There's a 10. All right. Something's working. If you didn't notice, I'm trying to line these up so they're tileable. And whenever you do that, you get the added benefit of being able to copy the whole tile and drag. And it means that, you know, I could have put these belts further to the left and not taken up this extra tile. But now we got 10s. We got 10s at a pretty good rate. I'm going to prune this a little. And these guys are empty now, but not for long. We could just start storing these 10s again. I'm doing it a silly way. Yeah, I'm gonna do it really silly way right now. There we go. All right, so these 10s are making 11s, and the 11s just dried up because of this 10 machine. But you know what? I'm gonna stop this silliness because we don't need to store these 10s anymore. Just go straight into this guy. All right, get rid of these guys. Stop storing yourself. Bam, just like that. Nice. Okay, now we got our 11 machine working at a really consistent rate. We may even need to do this some tiling. Look, I can tile both machines because I made them symmetric. We don't need 20, but that will help. These 15s are full, and our 11s are only half of the way, so we can start doing 12s. 12. So if we do 4 times 3, we could benefit from that. Let's do these 5 machines. Take the tile for 3. We'll make 12s. 4 plus 4 plus 4. And until we get multiplication, this is still not stupid. It's a little stupid. Except I did 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 4 is 16. So I need to go back to high school. All right, here we go. 12s. Like that. Tiled and everything. And I'll tile 8, 2, 4. Something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. Close enough. I mean, rotate. And then fix all the belts going the wrong way. That one's going the wrong way. That one's going the wrong way. And so these 12s are for... why do we need 12s? We need 12s for the extractor for speed 2 belts. Okay. So we just need to get these to the home. And I think I'm going to go up over the 10s this way, like that. And this is an aesthetic. You don't have to do it like me, but I like to work backward from the home to bring my belts in. You can also copy like big swaths. Like I can copy all of this, and then I can, bring it all the way in like that. And then, of course, up to here. Just like that. All right. This is looking like the real game. It's not too silly. Um, Hopefully, I'm giving people interesting insights with the upside down machines. You know, these are twinned. I utilize two different 4 nodes so that I could have two different. I have the one belt from 4 extractor that makes 6, and the one belt from the 4 extractor to make 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. And then the 2 from the 2, we only needed 2 belts from 2. This is actually a very fortunate little configuration because it's making 10s at quite a rapid speed, um, a very nice speed. Um, so, uh, what else? So we've got the 10s making 11s. The 11s are close to 3K. We don't have any 89s in sight. If I were to make an 89, maybe I'll end the adventure. I'll end the video on on how I would make 89s with bridges, extractors, and adders, no multipliers. Um, it would not be easy, but I do have 4s. So if I were to do 4s, I could add 4s to, 8s become 12s, 12s, 16s, 20s, and then I could take the 20s and I could make a bunch of 20s. So um, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? If that's the case, we are going to need the 9s if we're going to make 20s, because 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 makes um, it does make 80. So we'll need 9s, and we're going to need 1,500 9s, 1.5K, and this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. This is only about 700 9s. So we'll need twice this many. I think that'll do it. That'll be our 9s. So while we're figuring out how to make 20s from 4s, and I'll start over here. Let's make 20s. Okay. And you know what? I'll reuse this guy because this guy is making 10s from 2s, which is still silly. And they're full. 15s are full over here. I can actually do 15 plus 15 is 30, and 30 plus, yeah, I'm not going to do that. All right, so let's see what this makes. 8, 12, 16, 20. I think this is 20 right there. And 16, bingo, and 20. So we're making 20s from adding 4s 5 times. And then we'll figure out how many we need. We need a bunch of those, don't we? Let me increase the storage for 15s. Totally not using these, but again, this is an old 10 factory that we don't need. We can also store some more 10s this way. There we go. So it keeps moving. Yeah, no bottlenecks. These 5s are bottlenecking. Why am I making 5s? For the 15s, that's right. I could just store some more here. There we go. Did I see a 6 in there? No, just seeing things. All right. Yeah, it's all pretty silly. Uh, but no wasted. We've got 11s and 12s coming in. Nobody's even looking at 26 because we'll need 26 and um, I mean we could do 26 and 35 to unlock multiplier, and then that's the meta. But I think I'd rather show you guys 89, and that means storage, I guess, until I figure out how to do it. Um, there we go. We're going to get some 20s in here. And if we did 3 times 5, that's also 15. So these could make 15s. But I'm not really sure how 15 would work. We would need 3 times 27. Is that right? To make 81s. That's almost there. That just 81s and 8s. This will make 20s. And 20 plus 20 is 40. Plus 20 is 60. Plus 20 is 80. So if you're literally looking for 420 streams, then we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's another one. So yeah, we'll make 20s, and we'll add them with our ample 9s here, and that'll create 89s. So the problem is these 20s are very slow using adding 4s. It's very silly. It might even be faster to just add these 10s. And they're not doing anything, so let's do that. Let's do 10s times 4. We can even use this machine right here. Like that. Because now that we've got the machines working, they're just going to work. 40s. That's even better. 40s. 6. Do we have more 10s somewhere? Am I storing 10s? No, I'm not, am I? These 10s are going into 15s for some reason. Don't need that anymore. We can stop that silliness right now and bypass this. No more storage. 10s become 40s, and then 40s plus 40. And we'll do it like, I guess this. Just like that. Don't usually like to reverse belts like this, but I will. Just like that. And we don't need these guys. Alright, 40s plus 40s equal 80s. So beautiful to see it when it works. Because I made the tiles like this, I need to space them out. But there they go. And this 20 is stuck because it just didn't get enough 10s. Yeah, these are the good 10s. These good 10s are going into 11s. But I could make another good 10 using this machine with 4s and 2s. And I need to build it close to this 80. So I need 4s and 2s in close proximity. These are 4s and 2s right there. I just upgraded something. Extractor level. Now we've got 3 belts. Don't really need that, but it is nice to have. Don't really need 3 belts. And I'm gonna, I guess this is input here and input here, right? Oh shoot, I just found a flaw in my tiles. right here. These are huh, yeah, okay. If I copied and pasted, it means that the flaw is everywhere. So let's go find it and fix it. So these are the ones that are not adding. We've got a slower rate than we could have. We could have a faster rate if we wanted, and for some reason the machine down here didn't have that flaw. So go back up to here, and the 4s are going to be added like this. So we're adding 4s to 2s, adding 4s to 2s like this to make 6s. Let's see if that happens. And then we're adding 6s to 4s to make 10s. And not too shabby, not too shabby. What I can do, because it is tileable, I can drop some 2s in here and make them a little longer. The beauty of tiling is you can stretch it in different directions and go backward and forward in this case. Very nice. And I've got two inputs for 4s, 2 inputs for 2s. It's working double time. We could probably do 3 because now we're up to an extraction rate of 3. But these 4s seem to be hitting the back. It's these 2s that are getting bottlenecked somehow. But the 10s are coming out, and now we need another. This is a 20 machine. These are all 20 machines. Oh, it's 80s. Then we're up to 80s. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to feed these 10s all the way down to my 80 machine to get a faster 80 rate right here. Okay, so the 80s are coming, and they won't stop coming. And the 9s are going to add in a silly way. I'm going to go bridge, add, of course, 9s. 9s go straight in, and the 80s go straight up. And now we've got 89s. And we can tile that. Tile it all the way across. No reason why. I mean, the storage is taking up all that real estate. I guess there could be like some 9s that get stuck here that don't that don't feed for many minutes, reducing the rate. But now that we've got 10s feeding, this 10 machine's very efficient. We should probably. What are we making 40s, and then 40s are making 80s? Yeah, that's kind of silly. Let's get rid of the storage. And yeah, it's very silly. 10s. You know what we can do? We can make 80s this way too. Check this out. Or we were gonna add these 20s together, right? So I got 2, 4, 6. I thought I had 3. Okay, so these 20s are gonna come together and feed this guy, right? So I need a stream of 20s. So this is the 80 input. So these 20s need to come all the way down here. All right, and these 20s need to come down here. That's 2 20s, and then these 20s need to come over here. It's 3 20s. There's a joke in there somewhere. 320. And then we'll tile them correctly. Tile the belts. There we go. And then we'll bring them all the way down here. Right? This game is such silly shenanigans. Let's do that again. Why am I zoomed out so much? And once these 20s start coming, we're going to have 4 of them. So we're going to start adding them. We're going to be adding 20 plus 20 here. 20 plus 20 is going to make 40. And then we're going to add this 20 here. Is that right? We're going to add this 20 to make 60. And then we're going to add this 20 to make 80. This should be a really efficient 80, like really fast. Let's see. I mean, nothing's fast with 3 adders. Where's the 80s? I don't see them. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was a mistake. There's 80s and 100s. Oh no. Alright, let's just offload this. I screwed up. It's going to go in here. Alright, there we go. That was, I should have just built it by hand. Here, let's slow it down. Stop wasting all my 20s. Alright, these 20s are valuable. Alright, so 20 plus 20 is 80. 20 plus 20 is 40. And, oh man, what did I do? Alright, so 40s are coming out here. Let's do them out on the right, 40s. Okay, so here comes the 40s, and then we're going to add 20s to the 40s. We're going to add them here, and it'll look like this. There we go. And that'll become 60s, and then 60 plus 20 is 80. There we go. Where's this bottlenecking? Oh. There we go. So here comes 80s and a few hundreds because it did not work. All right, so, but yeah, this is the idea of being silly because we didn't, you shouldn't really be doing a number like 89 without multiplication. That's not to say you can't. Clearly you can. But you can see it's quite a mess. But I am pretty proud of these 20s we made earlier. They're going to slow down soon because this is all high rate. There we go. 80s are pumping. And then we can look over here. We got 12s at a rate of 2, 89s at a rate of, the rate's going up, and 11s. And we can also look here. We're going to start pumping this up. But these 10s are really come in at this one. This 10 machine is very nice. The one that we just built, the twos and the 2 rows of 4s. So we could probably do more of that kind of stuff. Everywhere there's a 4 and a 2 node that's close by. The real question is, should we try to make 89 a different way? And the answer is, it's up to you. I kind of like the idea that there's not, I mean, of course, if you pull out a piece of paper and you make a proof, I'm sure you could prove, oh, look, there's a 109. I love it. You could prove the most efficient number of operations for a single integer. And it's usually going to be the fewest number of operations or the fastest operations. If you're giving a speed to like adder versus multiplier, it's going to have a different rate versus exponents and subtraction later. But that's it. That's all I got for this stream. I hope you guys, I hope this Target 89 inspires somebody. Maybe the storage, the early game storage inspires somebody, or just the general explanation of how I thought up of going from very inefficient stagger adders like this to very tightly knit tiled adders like this, which you can drag and bring across. And you see it starting to slow down because the storage was backlogged, and the belt, we were benefiting from the supreme belt speeds, so we can actually turn off the storage like that, and from here we can actually turn off the storage like that, and then we have another storage thing to consider. Turn it off like that, and there, yeah, now we're no longer storing our 20s. They're going straight from the machine to the 3 belts we assigned, and stuff like that. It's very fun to short circuit, and later when you get storage extractors, it's very cool. And of course, the ultimate goal is to do binary calculations or use a calculator, or div and mod to get really big numbers, and then divide to get multiple streams with the div. I've been reading about that, and I didn't do any of that in my level 45 save, but it's all very interesting that you could make a factor game out of number theory or out of integers. And I can short circuit this guy too. Not that he needs it. He's backlogged quite a bit. Very cool. I guess we could just I don't know. I don't know what we would do. Maybe combine some streams. So it's not so slow. I don't know. But it's a pretty good delivery rate. We're not going to hit the goal on this stream. I'm about to shut it off. But it is a very cool game. Highly recommended. Go play it and don't restart your save every 5 minutes. Play continuously through, and I also don't recommend AFKing it. AFKing the game means that you don't have to think about the rates. You just leave it on and you come back the next day and you've hit your goal. I do recommend doing. I do recommend clearing the board, all that stuff. So leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me, post a response on how you strategize. What are your methodologies, and what kind of tips do you have? So talk to you on the next one.